Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Crumbstreet. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The shotgun handoff here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it from the gun. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, hold them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking for the tight end, and it's clocked. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the ground. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia getting set with a first and 10 now. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down to 15.
Boy, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And they'll give it to the back. Powers through. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky he didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Handoff here from the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Launching one to the end zone. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Gamecocks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Ramos. Touchdown, South Carolina, as they fight back here in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw over the middle. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Able to recover his own fumble and get 1st down yardage. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Dogs are looking to keep this drive going. Handoff heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown to bury these 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Ramos. This time it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Close to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. He made the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The Gamecocks will have first and 10 here.
And the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense flat-footed on that jet sweep.
You know, a lot of times you get inside that 5-yard line, you're thinking about being physical and dropping a hammer on a defense. But what a time to try to get wide and trust your playmaker to find a way into the end zone. We always say that windows get tight down here, and so do running lanes. Great call and better execution.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. And there's the handoff. Running with purpose.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw. It's Wells. Tries to get it to the running back. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Now he's bringing it back. Touchdown, South Carolina. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
this offense, already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Point after, up and good. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
For this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Dogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
The defense here went with softer coverage, played some zone. I think the quarterback and the receiver recognized that. Good job of coming back to the football, and the quarterback put it right where it had to be for the first down.
Back to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal to 7.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looks left and finds his target there. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an takeaway for this defense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. He's got room to run. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
I love the call here by the offense coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
Dropping back. It's Ramos. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often. Element incomplete. completion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. They trap him for a sack. Timeout is called. A duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. A deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's back to throw again on second down. He lets it go. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
It's a deep shot to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's looking deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Lone coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for the defense can get a quick stop. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Georgia, 14.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his back. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. Breaks clear in open space. Here he goes. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. First down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. Throwing off play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. To throw, it's Ramos. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Back-to-back deep shots. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
You make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. First down here for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Ramos. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
He's looking to scramble. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Here we go on 4th down. Breaking free at the 35. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but it will still be a turnover on downs.
When the ball's on the ground and somehow the running back recovers it himself, he's got to be relieved and elated at the same time. Tell you who else is elated, Chris, his offensive coordinator and the head coach over on the sideline.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. A play action, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
Defense are going to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
He knocks it through with confidence. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
As here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down but missed it.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing him the rock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Bulldogs pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That run moves the ball across the 35. South Carolina in the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back to throw. It's Ramos. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Short pass finds the tight end.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Runs through the defender. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of a marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short in the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Gamecocks will look to convert here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Georgia
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Makes a quick grab. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a late, deep throw. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. The Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second and goal for the offense. And it falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Tight end goes in motion. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some...
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. Has the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a run to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Ramos. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Swarmed with the pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. You know, they kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. On the ground, it's Webb.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Dropping back, it's Ramos. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Give it to the back again. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throwing DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
It's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle there, but get nothing. after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Dutch will crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, no change in the score.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Webb. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Ramos. He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Single back. Takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He lets it rip. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond.
Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He hands it to the back. He's past the marker and still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the back gets the football. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And the Ducks will come to the line. Looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Ducks line it up with 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
The field goal is good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to throw. It's Ramos. quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They'll run it here. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, what I love here is just vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Ramos. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
On first down, it's play action. Snags the quick throw. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. And they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Short throw running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Goff. Going for his running back. He makes the grab. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his time and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now for that 20-yard line. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion, and put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down just across the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Makes a quick catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Off the play fake on first down. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the second half and you have the football, you want some momentum, you want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the second half going. With a sack here on 3rd down, you're on your side of the field.
And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Look out, whole different game now.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Send the back in motion. To the air, it's Ramos. Throws it to the right. Caught in the open. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line, it's Webb. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Play action fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass caught down at the 20. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Webb. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes out now, 2nd and 11. Looking to pass, it's Ramos. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And that catch is hauled in.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air. It's Goff. They get to completion. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ballgame is tied here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He could go. Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they move into the lead here in this semifinal. And that is any defender's dream, a touchdown to take the lead in the fourth quarter of a playoff game.
Well, when you play this kind of scheme, it could lead you potentially into having opportunities to create turnovers. Here they get the bonus because they get points off of it, give themselves the lead. Now they're going to hold on here to see if they can advance to the national title.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Throws to the tight end. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's marked to the bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Clock with the running game. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff again. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense will keep away and secure the victory. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Goff. Looking to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Contact as he let the ball go.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on first down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his man. It's Webb. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The Gamecocks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. On the move, he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch that costs the receiver. It's offensive pass interference. Here's the second down play. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. That's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically.